Time to leave the dirty city in the rear view. We're headed for the edge of the map, where the views are worth $1 million. You're riding with CaliforniaLove FM. Let's hit the Pacific Coast Highway. I'm out past Malibu, the city's just a memory in smog. Escape the concrete labyrinth, the chaos in the fog. The ocean's on my left side, a universe of blue. The only other real G that can tell me what to do. The cliffs are on my right, they're standing tall and looking proud. The only kind of audience that's welcome in my crowd. I'm pushing on the gas and letting the engine breathe and run a high-speed meditation underneath the Cali sun. This ain't no slow cruise for the block, this is a victory parade for every single hostage that my ambition has made.
The road is winding like a snake, a challenge and a prize. Reflected in the deep dark lenses covering my eyes. This ain't just asphalt, it's a ribbon I have earned for every single bridge I crossed and every one I burned.
Pacific Coast Highway, my tires hug the line. Pacific Coast Highway, this whole damn coast is mine. I'm out running my own shadow with the ocean in my sights. Pacific Coast Highway, one of California's brightest lights. The top is down, the sun is beating on the leather seats. The wind is whipping past my face, erasing all defeats. I'm feeling light and powerful, a king without a throne. In this entire kingdom, I am perfectly alone. I see the fancy houses built right on the cliffside edge, a testament to gambles taking on a risky pledge. They think they money bought the view, they think they own the sea, but they are just renters and the landlord, that's me. Cause I can take this road whenever my damn spirit needs to fly, while they are trapped inside their glass prisons in the sky.
Winding like a snake, a challenge and a prize. Reflected in the deep dark lenses covering my eyes. This ain't just asphalt, it's a ribbon I have earned for every single bridge I crossed and every one I burned.
Pacific Coast Highway, my tires hug the line. Pacific Coast Highway, this whole damn coast is mine. I'm out running my own shadow with the ocean in my sights. Pacific Coast Highway, one of California's brightest lights. This is my therapy, the only kind I'll ever need to plant a therapeutic and a money-making seed. The clarity I get out here is something you can't buy. The perfect clean perspective between the ocean and the sky. I'm making business calls, I'm sealing deals right on the phone while sitting in a moving office that is temporarily my home. This ain't an escape, nephew, this is a strategic move to get above the bullshit and get back inside the groove. The sun is getting lower, painting streaks of golden red, confirming all the righteous pimpish thoughts inside my head. The beauty of this moment is a weapon I can wield, the perfect secret power that I've kept so well concealed. Cause when I roll back in the city with the salt still on my ride, they'll see a different kind of G with nothing left to hide. They'll see a man who's been baptized in the ocean and the sun, the undisputed Westside macaroni chosen one. The city is the battlefield, the offing is the war room, but the PCH, that's the victory lap around the entire damn world. Pacific Coast Highway, my tires hug the line. Pacific Coast Highway, this whole damn coast is mine. I'm out running my own shadow with the ocean in my sights. Pacific Coast Highway, running on California's brightest lights. Yes, that's the Pacific Coast Highway, the ultimate escape for the ultimate player, DJ Ace. CaliforniaLove FM, enjoy the drive. CaliforniaLove FM, it's a West Coast thing. Coast thing. The sound of a perfectly tuned V8 engine turning over with a single confident whump, immediately settling into a low, deep, rimmy idle that pulses with the beat. DJ Ace, sunrise is clean, and the calendar says it's the Lord's day. But the only church we're hitting today has 4 wheels and a full tank. This is CaliforniaLove with Fem time to put on your Sunday's finest. The chrome is polished brighter than a preacher's pearly gates. The wax is deep and heavy on the steel that seals my fate. The white walls are immaculate, a clean and perfect ring. The undisputed, most revered and consecrated king. I'm suited and I'm booted, but I ain't heading for
no pew. My only form of worship is with my devoted crew. We're posted at the park, a congregation of the real, to celebrate the dividends of hustle, blood, and steel. This ain't no humble gathering, it's a power lunch on wheels. A quiet understanding of the lucrative new deals.
The smell of barbecue is the incense that we burn. Sacrifice the good times and the lessons we all learn. This weekly demonstration is a part of the campaign to wash away the sins before we get back in the game. Sunday's finest, dressed up for the kill. Sunday's finest, while the rest of the world still. We're talking business at the picnic with a smile and with a prayer. Sunday's finest, for the ones who truly dare.
The ladies all looking like they stepped out of a dream. The baddest in the city, the respected A-list team. They know who holds the status, who provides the better life, who's a temporary player and who's sharp enough to wife. I'm leaning on the fender, sipping something cold and brown. The patriarch and leader of this side of the damn town. The kids are running round, they watching how a G should be. A quiet form of education for the world to see. This ain't just kicking back, it's about securing my own brand. The most respected family in this sun-drenched promised land.
The smell of barbecue is the incense that we burn. Sacrifice the good times and the lessons we all learn. This weekly demonstration is a part of the campaign to wash away the sins before we get back in the game. Sunday's finest, dressed up for the kill. Sunday's finest, while the rest of the world still. We're talking business at the picnic with a smile and with a prayer. Sunday's finest, for the ones who truly dare.
The old school funk is pumping from a system clean and low. A soundtrack for the business deals that help the money grow. A handshake and a head nod are as good as any ink. The currency of honor makes you stop and makes you think. We're breaking bread together, but we also breaking ground on new acquisitions all across the sleepy town. This peaceful Sunday meeting is the calm before the storm, the perfect disarming and socially accepted form. But when the sun starts dipping, you can feel the air get tense. The laughter gets more quiet, it all starts to make more sense. The families start to pack it up, the kids are called inside. There's nowhere for the weak of heart to run away and hide. The business talk gets serious, the pleasantries all cease. This is the final planning for a very fragile peace. So cherish the daylight, the easygoing soul, cause Monday's coming round to take its motherfucking toll.
This isn't our day of rest, but the empire never sleeps. We just moved the office outside, where the sun can bless the spreadsheets.
Sunday's finest, dressed up for the kill. Sunday's finest, while the rest of the world still. We're talking business at the picnic with a smile and with a prayer. Sunday's finest, for the ones who truly dare.
Yeah, hey, that's Sunday's finest. Mixing business with pleasure since the days of old DJ Ace. California Low, FM, a productive day of rest to you all. It's a West Coast thing.
Sunday's finest.
The service is about to begin, but the only thing we're worshiping today is the ride Californialove. FM is in the house. Bow your heads for the Patron, Saint of Pavement. My ride is sitting lower than a snake's belly in the rut. The pinstripe work is sacred, every line a blessed cut. The flake in the paint job is a galaxy I own. The holiest of relics on this boulevard of bone. The homies call me reverend cause I preach the gospel true. Of chrome and candy paint for my devoted chosen few. They come to me for guidance on the proper way to floss, to exorcise the demons of a buster and a lost. This ain't a car club, it's a congregation. Understand the most devout disciples in this entire faithless land. The steering wheel is chain link, a rosary is steel, a physical reminder of the penance that is real. Each link's a sin forgiven, a battle fought and won, beneath the high and mighty unforgiving Cali sun. Patron, Saint of Pavement, my sermon is the cruise. Patron, Saint of
the body rise. A slow and holy miracle before their very eyes. I hit the three-wheel prayer, a lean of pure belief. The savior of the boulevard, the enemy of grief. The skirts all call me father, confessing all the needs. Planting the potential for my future righteous deeds. They know my whip's a sanctuary, a place where they can trust. To separate the sacred from the profane and the dust. This ain't just idol worship, it's a lifestyle in the cold. To lighten they damn spirits and to help them with they load.
The steering wheel is chain link, a rosary of steel. A physical reminder of the penance that is real. Each link's a sin forgive in the battle fought and won. Beneath the high and mighty unforgiving Cali sun. Patron say the pavement, my sermon is the cruise. Patron say the pavement, for the sinners and the cruise. I'm blessing every corner with the grace of my machine. Patron say the pavement, the holiest of saints.
I'm not above the struggle, I have kneeled and I have prayed to the gods of torque and horsepower for the choices that I made. I paid my dues and busted knuckles, all in sweat and tears, to purify this vessel over many, many years. So when you see it rolling, show some motherfucking respect for the faith and the devotion that a true G must protect. This is the rolling testament, the proof you can't deny that a little bit of heaven can be bought if you just try. The final benediction is the sound the tailpipes make, a deep and rumbling gospel for the righteous path I take. It echoes through the canyons of the city's dark despair, a promise of salvation floating on the evening air. So if you're lost and broken and your spirit needs a lift, just look for my cathedral, my divine and rolling gift. The doors are always open for the ones who want to learn the sacred art of cruising and respect you have to earn.
This isn't a religion of the sky, it's a religion of the street. And the only scripture you need is the reflection in the chrome.
Patron say the pavement, my sermon is the cruise. Patron say the pavement, for the sinners and the cruise. I'm blessing every corner with the grace of my machine. Patron say the pavement, the holiest of scenes.
That's the Patron Saint of Pavement, taking you to a higher place, one block at a time. DJ Ace, California Live FM, going peace. And California Live FM, it's a West Coast thing.
Patron say the pavement.
Forget what you heard on your little stock radio. The real sermon is about to be preached on the street. You're with California Love FM. This is the Pavement Prophet.
This ain't no sermon from a book, no choir and no steeple. This is the holy gospel for the forgotten street people. My trunk is lined with amps, a shrine of circuits and a wire, fueling a twin 15-inch God's a bass and holy fire. I'm rolling on the boulevard, the speed is slow and low, preparing for the sermon that the chosen have to know. The windows start to rattle in the cars I'm passing by, a quiet rumbling question that is asking, who am I? I am the new evangelist, the prophet of the beat, the absolute authority of this entire strip of street.
You feel that low vibration coming up right through your shoes? That ain't the ground that's shaking, that's me delivering the news. It's a physical reminder of the power that I own. From the pulpit of my driver's seat, my solitary throne. Payment Prophet, the sermon's in the trunk. Payment Prophet, baptized in the funk. I'm speaking through the subwoofers, the message loud and clear. Payment Prophet, the only voice to fear. Payment Prophet, the sermon's in the trunk. Payment Prophet, baptized in the funk. I'm speaking through the subwoofers, the message loud and clear. Payment Prophet, the only voice to fear. My rearview mirror shaking to a rhythm they can't see. A sacred private tremor meant for no one else but me. The suckers on the sidewalk, they all stop and turn their heads, confusing the vibrations for a sign of coming dread. They think it's just for noise, they think it's just a foolish game. They do not understand the art of broadcasting your name without ever saying a word, without a single shout. Just a pure subsonic pressure that will snuff your candle out. I'm not just bumping music, I'm changing the whole vibe. The leader of a low and heavy rolling sacred tribe. You feel that low vibrations coming up right through your shoes? It ain't the ground that's shaking, that's me delivering the news. It's a physical reminder of the power that I own. From the pulpit of my driver's seat, my solitary Payment Prophet, the sermon's in the trunk. Payment Prophet, baptized in the funk. I'm speaking through the subwoofers, the message loud and clear. Payment Prophet, the only voice to fear. Payment Prophet, the sermon's in the trunk. Payment Prophet, baptized in the funk. I'm speaking through the subwoofers, the message loud and clear. Payment Prophet, the only voice voice to fear.
This system ain't for parties, it is not for getting lit. It's a psychological weapon and a tactical toolkit. It announces my arrival half a block before I'm there. A ripple of respect is floating on the evening air. It separates the real G's from the busters and the clowns, the ones who run for cover and the ones who hold their grounds. It's a test of your foundation, of your character and will, if you can stand your ground and keep your nervous ass real still. The sound is so damn heavy that it feels like solid ground. The realest, purest presence in this entire lonely town. It's a low frequency gospel that the chosen understand, the true and rightful anthem of this God-forsaken land. So let them have their chiasmat, their talk radio, the news. I'm out here preaching scripture with a pair of custom shoes. On the gas and on the brake, a slow and steady holy roll. The Pavement Prophet here to claim your undivided soul.
This isn't music, it's a frequency. This isn't a car, it's a broadcast tower. My sermon is the only one that's physically felt.
Pavement Prophet, the only voice to fear. Pavement Prophet, the sermon's in the trunk. Pavement Prophet, baptized in the funk. I'm speaking through the subwoofers, the message loud and clear. Pavement Prophet, the only voice to fear. Pavement Prophet, the sermon's in the trunk. Pavement Prophet, baptized in the funk. I'm speaking through the subwoofers, the message loud and clear. Pavement Prophet, the only voice to fear.
That's the Pavement Prophet preaching that low-end gospel. DJ Ace, California Lover, FM feel the word.
California Love FM. It's a West Coast thing. California Love FM.
Some people drive machines, the real ones. They partner with a soul. California when you left fam is introducing you to the passenger seat. This is the Asphalt Soul.
This ain't a whip that I just bought, it's a partner that I've earned. For every single crooked cop and every bridge I burn, she's got a memory in the metal, a history in the frame. She knows every single pothole and she whispers me their names. Her engine doesn't start, it takes a slow and heavy breath, preparing for the nightly dance with danger and with death. She's got scars up on the chassis from some deals that went sideways. The silence still reminder of my wild and wicked old days. I don't just turn the key, I ask permission for the ride. From the asphalt soul that's sleeping deep and patiently inside. Her oil is the lifeblood, the gasoline, the wine. The only true companion is legitimately mine. She doesn't need a map cause every street is in her bones. The queen of all these broken roads and temporary thrones.
Asphalt soul,
she speaks a language I can feel.
soul, the only thing that's real.
This ain't a card, it's a living, breathing testament.
Asphalt soul,
the best friend heaven ever sent.
asphalt soul,
She speaks a language I can feel.
soul,
The only thing that's real. This ain't a card, it's a living, breathing testament.
asphalt soul,
The best friend heaven ever sent. She feels the tension in the air before I even see the threat. Her suspension gets to stiffen, a silent knowing that the other cars all swerve away. They feel a heavy glare, a primal recognition of the power that we share. Her headlights ain't just beams, they are a cold and steady gaze that cuts right through the weakness of the city's smoky haze. She drinks the gasoline like liquor, takes the corners with a lean. The baddest, meanest partner that the world has ever seen. I trust her with my secrets, with my money, with my life, more than any slick homie or any future wife. Her oil is the lifeblood, the gasoline, the wine. The only true companion is legitimately mine. She doesn't need a map cause every street is in her bones. The queen of all these broken roads and temporary
asphalt
thrones.
soul,
She speaks a language I can feel.
asphalt, the only thing that's real.
This ain't a card, it's a living, breathing testament.
Asphalt soul,
The best friend heaven ever sent.
asphalt soul,
She speaks a language I can feel.
asphalt, the only thing that's real.
This ain't a card, it's a living, breathing testament.
Asphalt soul,
The best friend heaven ever sent. We got a quiet understanding, a telepathic link. I know just what she's gonna do before I even think. She knows when to lay low, she knows when to floss and shine. She knows the difference between a friendly face and a porcupine. This ain't no damn computer, no ad, no fancy toy. This is a lifetime's worth of pressure, struggle, pain, and joy, all melted down and hammered into something pure and true. The only real OG in my entire chosen crew. They call her by her name when they see us on the block, a sign of true respect around the motherfucking clock. She's got her own reputation, legacy, and worth. The realest steel beast to ever roll upon this earth. So when you see us coming, just give a nod and let us pass. And recognize a born is built of chrome and steel and glass.
partnership for life, a union of the street. The perfect silent rhythm of the engine and the beat. She doesn't have an engine. She has a heart. She doesn't have a chassis. She has a soul. She speaks a language I can feel. The only thing that's real. This ain't a car, it is a living, breathing testament. Asphalt Soul, the best friend heaven ever sent.
That's Asphalt Soul for those who know their ride is more than just a ride. DJ Ace, California Love FM, treat your partner right. California Love FM, it's a West Coast thing.